Hey y'all, Rob here. Going to do something kind of different. We're sitting out here in the South Texas sun, very warm day, pretty humid, and I need to make a little tool, just a little implement that I need. Wes has one of those cool little extendable, kind of like a TV antenna sort of thing that he can use to blow the fire up with when it's just got cold and needs a little extra air. I didn't bring anything like that, so I'm going to have to make my own. And what we're going to use to make that is just a basic purple thistle. Now this one I cut down a few minutes ago and it's already started to wilt because of the heat, the sunshine and all like that, but it's still usable. Now you'll notice for this guy I'm wearing my gloves, good thick leather gloves, because even with these on, the stickers on these leaves are formidable. I mean, they will gouge you pretty good. I picked it up a while ago just to bring it over here in front of the camera, and in doing so got stabbed 4 or 5 times. I knew better, but I figured just that little distance it wouldn't be a big deal. So lesson learned, always put your gloves on to handle thistles. Thistles grow all over the country. They're considered a noxious weed in most places. I've heard them called mull thistle, I've heard them called purple thistle, I've heard them called swamp thistle. There's 2 or 3 different varieties, but the purple one is always real obvious. I think it's a pretty flower, even if it is kind of a dangerous plant to get close to. I really, that color of purple right there just really stands out good out in an open field. You'll see these growing in bar ditches and along the sides of roads and in just places that don't get taken care of real well, unmowed and uncultivated. Like I say, they're considered a noxious weed. I think they bother a lot of people's allergies and give them trouble. In Colorado, when I was up there, people were working hard to get rid of them. Even up in the high mountains, they grew up there. So they can be found pretty much everywhere as far as I know. But one of the good things about this is they're an edible plant. The inside of the stalk is completely eatable. It's a very kind of juicy type of plant, not real tough. They can be cooked, they can be eaten raw. Just different things you can do with them. But for our purposes, what I need is just a tube. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting rid of these little dangerous parts. Just going to hack those guys off. Make it a little bit easier to handle right off the bat. And then I can do something with it. The good thing about this that makes this practical is that it's hollow down the middle of it. As you can see, looking at the base end right there, maybe there's enough light there, but right there in the very center it's hollow, and if it's like most of them, it'll be hollow all the way out to the end. Now I don't need this one to be as long, so I'm going to whack it right about there. And this one, because it's split right there, it looks like we lost our hollow part. So we're going to cut it back about here. See if we get it back. And there we go, now we got it. These are fairly tough. Now before I put my mouth on that, you can see there's still plenty of stickers. And really, I don't have to do much more with it than that. I might scrape off some of these parts right here where there's still a few stickers. I'll trim these leaves back up a little bit closer. And unless this one's different than all the others I've already picked up and done this with, should be able to blow right down the middle. Yeah, that works. Now because I'm out so close to the end of it here, it's not as big of a tube right there, but as it dries it's going to open up more and more. Now something I'll do right quick as I'm getting poked through my gloves by these stickers that are left on here is I will, like I say, take some more of that skin off of it, this tough outer layer here. And just by holding my knife sideways, I don't have to worry about cutting into it and messing it all up. Kind of like scaling a fish, I guess. Now once I get it cleaned up a little bit, now I actually could even eat this part here, slice off. These are completely tough. I mean, this knife is not dull, and yet having to work a little bit to get through there. And we're going to get us a slice. You'll see we can take this part here, just that little piece there that's wide open, and we can slice down the middle of that to get to the better inner parts. Now this bigger part down here low is going to be tougher than the outer smaller parts, just like anything. As it gets bigger, it gets tougher. That's the way it is with most weeds and edible things that you find out in the woods like that. Oh yeah, that's really pithy and stalky down there. We'll get us a bite off the other end here. I think it'll be a little more tender on this other end. And it may just be that since I was picking a blow straw or a blow tube rather than something to eat, I may have just gotten one that was far too big. Yeah, the flavor's still good, but it's really hard to chew. That would need to be boiled down to get it good enough to where it would be eating quality of a good type. But anyway, that accomplishes the purpose I wanted. So I'm going to set this guy out in the sun and let it dry for a while, and then later on when we get ready to stoke up the fire for supper this evening, then this will be ready to go. Wes will still probably outdo me. He'll pull his good one out and outdo, but mine's longer. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.